to Knit One, Heart 2, episode
145.
No way.
Way.
Wow, 145.
That was very Wayne and
Wayne's World.
Party on, excellent. Is that right even?
Say that again? I don't know. It's Party on.
Party on. Is it Party on? No.
No, excellent.
That Party on might have been the people that time traveled, Keanu Reeves and the other guy.
Oh.
What was that one called?
I don't know. It's like right at the tip of my tongue. Someone's probably screaming it at the screen right now. I know.
The one
Dave and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted's
Excellent.
I think that might be Party on Dudes or something.
Anyways.
I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Wendy.
I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37. If you're a new viewer, thanks for checking us out. If you're a continuing viewer, thanks for coming back each week.
And putting up with our shenanigans.
Yeah, no
Lately, each week has been started with some kind of a throwback to a movie or television show, apparently.
Speaking of throwbacks, I know you don't watch football.
No.
Did you hear about the Radio Shack commercial?
No.
Okay. If anyone didn't watch football, the Super Bowl, you need to look up the Radio Shack commercial. It was an 80s throwback. So it starts off with the picture of the Radio Shack, and he answers the phone, and he's like this, and he's like, okay, and he hangs up, and the other guy's like, what's that? And he goes, it was the 80s. They want their store back. They're saying it was like an 80s store, so a bunch of 80s icons come running in. Like they had Mary Lou Retton from the gymnastics, they had Alf, they had Chucky tearing up some carpet, they had Twisted Sister. You gotta watch it. It's so funny. I was in tears laughing. That has to be one of my favorite.
The
80s wants their store back.
They come for your husband's jacket.
No, but... He's got a friend, side note on that, he's got a friend who ships stuff to Vietnam, and he's like, yeah, she wants to, buy leather jackets, and I'm like, sell them? Maybe you can make a lot of money for it.
Her husband has, if you were on Instagram, you probably saw it, but her husband has the most 80s jacket that ever 80'd.
That ever 80'd.
It's so bad. Where are you going? Oh, she's gonna go get it. I can't even tell you how 80s this jacket is. And he was so thrilled because it has a theme that could go with the Olympics. I don't see it. Where is it? He's probably wearing it.
No, he's wearing his winter coat. I don't know. He must have packed it away somewhere.
Maybe he sold it. Anyway, check her out on Instagram if you want to see
I
that.
could probably pull it up. But,
good idea. So she's going to pull it up. While you do that, I'm going to talk about the blip. The fee? Feed. Okay. I'm like, fee? What fee? I don't know about fee. All right. So we have some news about Blip. We are not kicked off of Blip.
Yay.
Blip is continuing to host our show, but as I kind of knew was going to happen since last year when they said they were having problems with iTunes. And then they partnered with YouTube. They are no longer going to distribute our show directly to iTunes. That's not really a problem. I am told by my technical advisor, Jess, that that I can burn a feed for the blog, and that I can send my shows to iTunes through that feed. And Blip is offering to actually set up the change for you. I can give them my new feed and they'll send it and do it. But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to change the feed on all of our 145 episodes, or if it's just going to change the feed on our episodes going forward. I don't know if... I would assume they would all show up on iTunes. I don't know if there's going to be a period of time when there's nothing on iTunes and then it's all going to come on. I don't know how it's going to work at all. And honestly, even though Jess promises me this is true, I'm not 100% sure it's going to work. I want to believe it, but I'm nervous. So I just wanted to give you a heads up over the next few weeks. If you're watching this from iTunes, I haven't submitted anything yet because I wanted to have a chance to talk about it on the podcast and let viewers know before everything went shebang. You might have a time period when you can't get us on iTunes or there's nothing on iTunes. And if you're a regular watcher, you can find us on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. Just search on Knit One Heart 2. And I'll link it in the group because I'm going to do a post about this in the Ravelry
Now,
group
if somebody went
well.
to our website, they could still...
Oh, you can always see it on the blog.
Which is knitoneheart2.blogspot.com.
And you can always see it directly on Blip. Okay. We have a Blip page, and you can watch all of our episodes on there. So that it's not like we're not going to have them, but how it's going to go to iTunes and how good it's going to be and when that's all going to happen is kind of up in the air for me. Like, I have no idea. And it's not just us, it's everybody. So if you watch other podcasts, you may have heard them talking about their stuff. I know that Knitting in Circles talked about some ways that you can... I know a lot of people have readers that suck their stuff down from iTunes and let them know automatically when a show is happening. There is something called Feedly that you can use that you can set up to notify you or download or do something when you have stuff on YouTube. And check out some other groups to find. I'm going to look too, and if I can find links, some people are doing tutorials, and I'll link to that in a thread that I put in the show notes so that you can figure out how to adapt if you're an iTunes watcher and for some reason our iTunes goes kablooey. I have to say that I'm not happy. A lot of I would say a good 2/3 of our viewers see us through iTunes, and I hate it that you're going to be inconvenienced because it is really easy to just have it automatically download and watch it from your thing. I think you can find a way to still do that, but it's going to, some people, it was hard enough for them to figure out how to do the iTunes thing. Too. So I'm really sorry, but the good news is we still have a host. And it's a free host. So I can't be completely, bummed out. And I am slowly still working to move all of the episodes directly onto YouTube. I haven't, I think I still have like 50 or 60 shows to move over, but a good chunk of them are already moved over. And but they're always, since we still have a host, they're still going to be hosted on Blip as well. And I purposely don't have Blip distribute to YouTube. I distribute separately so that if Blip ever did suddenly dump us, all of our content would be hosted on YouTube so that we would still have them somewhere.
Right.
So anyway, that's happening. I will do a thread about it when I have more information in the group. But over the next couple of weeks, this is just a warning, we might go off of iTunes for some period of time.
Before we get it situated.
Before we get things straightened out. And you can always check on the blog. I'll keep, and in the group thread to get information about it so that you know that we didn't disappear. We are still recording every week.
Okay, so here, I can only find it on the Instagram photo that I posted, but he has his 80s jacket. It wasn't even his. It was a friend of ours.
I don't know if they can see it. You know what you have to do is...
There we go.
See, it has like Canadian, British. It has flags all over it.
It has the flags of all the countries.
You need to email me that photo and I'll put it in.
I don't know if I can.
Just don't you have it on your thing?
Once I post it, I delete them.
Oh my god, I can't stand
you.
You. All right, I'll get it down on my phone and I'll just do it
all right, we'll figure it out.
We're gonna put a picture of it in here so that you can see what.
I hope he never watches this. He'll kill me.
But that is a very sad jacket.
It is. It is really.
It was probably very cool in 1983.
For a minute.
It's not cool now.
Our friend, Jamie, our friend Jamie gave him the code, or I don't know, left it here and said, do something with it. And Cam kept it. I'm like, you want to just give this away? No, it's a good code. I'm looking at it. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
If it's 1983, it would be a great coat.
That's a good coat.
That's a good coat. That is a normal coat. But he was thrilled for the Olympics because he felt that it would put.
And if anyone has seen the Olympics,
it kind of matches. I was like, wow,
God,
yeah.
I don't know what Ralph Lauren was thinking on that day.
Oh, Lord, I don't know either. So, anyway,
on that note,
that's all we have
first.
at the head of the show. We are going to be drawing prize winner for the PDF file of Doomsday Knits at the end of the show. We are also...
January Knit Along from Stash.
We're drawing that. And I'm going to have to show the prize that the January winner gets later from my house because I forgot to bring the prizes with me.
So we're giving away 2 prizes or 3? January Knit Along.
Just one, because we're drawing every month now instead of every 2 months. So there'll be one winner every month.
Okay, just making sure.
And then the Doomsday Knits, there's one winner.
Right. Okay.
All right.
So on the dance card, I did a little work on my Clapotis, but I'm not even going to show it to you because really...
Did you sense that I was telling you with my mind that it was you were going first?
No, I know.
Last week you did. My mind.
No, last week you did. I know the schedule. So I knit on my Clapotis. I don't. It's across the room. I could grab it, but there's no progress. There's no visible progress. Right. I think I did 1 repeat. I was planning on knitting during the football game, but I only watched half of it too because I had to go to bed. And I didn't. I did, however, make some progress on my sock. My second sock, because if you recall, I don't even think I cast on last week. No, I
don't think you had, no.
So this is my progress for my Spice Man sock in the Blue Moon Mills End colorway. I am just...
It's not really a Mills End colorway. It's a Mill End.
All right, it's Mill End, sorry.
in an unknown colorway.
Unknown colorway. Pardon me. Anyways.
I'm sorry. Somebody's going to email me and say, can you tell me where to find the Mills End colorway? And I'm going to be like, they're
No, Mills End is just anything basically at the end of the mill and they just throw it together. They haven't done it recently. For a while, a couple of years ago, they were selling them all off.
Yeah.
But I think maybe they sold them all off.
Yeah. They have to store up more now.
Yeah. So it's a one-off, 2 off maybe at the most, but it's just scrap colors, I guess. But it's not scrap yarn. I don't know. It's
nice.
Just, it's the end of the mill run. And I'm about an inch in the gusset increase. You can start seeing it here. They have she has ways to do the gusset increases. I just purl it. It's like purl left, purl right. I'm like, yeah, it's very fidgety. I'm like, I'm just purling front back to the loop or whatever it calls for.
Yeah, so. I think she does make 1 purl left, make 1 purl right.
Yeah, it's just not worth the aggravation. And honestly, I don't think it makes that much of a difference when you're wearing the sock.
It's in your shoe.
The one thing she does, and I kind of like it, is she has you do a little cross at the beginning and then a cross at the end.
To keep it tight in that
corner.
Yeah,
so it doesn't show the any holes that might pop up. Yeah. So
I'm actually using make 1 purl right and left in this sweater.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's a pain in the butt, isn't it?
No. I don't mind it. Some people don't like to do it.
Then again, I'm not a big fan of purling in general, so.
I know. You would not like the sweater.
No. So, yeah, I did some of this at work, and then this weekend, if anyone didn't know, Friday was Chinese New Year. My husband is Chinese, so we celebrated Chinese New Year. Saturday, we went down to the Buddhist temple in the car. He was driving, so I was knitting while he was driving.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically the only way I can stay sane while he's driving is if I'm knitting, because he drives me insane. Chinese have a very stereotypical... They're stereotyped to be bad drivers. My husband falls into that stereotype. So does my sister-in-law.
My husband, who is not Chinese...
falls into that stereotype?
Also falls into the stereotype. My husband's a terrible driver, which is why I usually drive.
So,
But back to the...
back to the knitting. So, yeah, I just have this 1 sock on the needle, and hopefully it will be done by next week.
Yeah, I was hoping this would be done by this week, but it's not. Are you done?
I am done because I have nothing else to
show. I have 1 thing actively on the needles, and hopefully next week, I think I will have the shawl that I'm going to work on the needles because I should be getting the yarn soon. I'm very excited about it. All right, so I am still working on the Fuse Cardigan by Veronique Avery.
It's getting bigger.
It is. I'm very close to the point where I'm going to be able to divide for the
Sleeves.
Sleeves. I think I have like 5 more inches.
Divide to the sleeves or add?
Add the sleeves.
Okay.
Connect the sleeves.
Okay.
So this is the body, and you can see that I've been increasing. So it's like a trapezoid.
Oh, all right.
See how it's like angled? Because this is the drapey part that'll like cross your body or whatever. Yeah. And it's really simple knitting. I'm not having a hard time with it or anything, but it's starting to be at the point where I'm tired of it because it's purl.
Mundane.
It's just like purl this giant row, and the row keeps getting bigger because I'm increasing 2 stitches
and
every
it's not going to get any
round.
less when you add the sleeves on.
So that's the downside of knitting a bottom-up sweater. When you add the sleeves, it's like the great part about dividing for the sleeves when you knit a top down is that you suddenly are working on much fewer stitches. And the downside of this is that I am knitting 2 more stitches with every purl row that I do because I'm increasing 2 stitches every purl row. So, and then I have to do the pattern on the way back. And the pattern's very easily memorized. Like, I haven't looked at a chart for this. You can read it very easily. I already have the 2 sleeves done. Here's one of them. So these will be getting added on at some point, and it'll be a real sweater. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm knitting it out of Reynolds Review in basic red, I would say. It doesn't have a coloring. Brick red. Yeah. And fire engine red. It's not quite fire engine. It's not
rust red,
enough.
maybe. Rust red.
I love the yarn. It's a very tightly plied, multi-ply, heavy twist yarn. It's very springy. It has great stitch definition. You can really see the stitches.
Mine's more like Blue Moon, but in worsted weight.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is discontinued yarn, so I don't know if you can even get it anymore. I got this at a big sale. This is the yarn that I inexplicably bought 25 balls of.
With no reason.
Yeah,
to your knowledge.
I can't remember why. There must have been a reason for it.
Oh, I'm sure there was.
I mean, it's a very specific amount to buy. Right. 2 bags and a half. 2.5 bags. Like, it's just really weird. It's going to take me, I think, like 11 to do this sweater. So I'm going to have another bunch left over. But yeah, that's fine. I'll use it for something else. And it keeps going. I love the edging. The edging is very unique. It has this textured edging. And I might make the body a little bit longer than it calls for because I want it to be really drapey, like longer. But I'll wait until I get to the point where I'm supposed to add the sleeves, and I'll try it on. See how I like the length. So, I don't know. I'm supposed to knit until this is 14 inches. And I'm guesstimating that this is probably like 9 or 10 inches. Yeah. At this point. I had 7 inches last week. I haven't worked on it that much. So, that's the major thing that I have on the needles right now. The only thing actually on the needles. And for those of you who haven't watched the show recently, let me show you what it looks like finished. Bless you.
I don't know what's causing me to sneeze.
Me, but what did I have? I mean, like, nothing's different.
Did you pull that out of the closet or something?
No. I was at my cousin's house.
No, it's
my sister-in-law.
No, it's dust, I think, related, and I don't know why.
That's weird. So that's how it looks with the front button together. And this is how it looks when you button the front across. It's a very interesting construction. I really like it. And I'm curious to see how it's going to come out. So that's it for me on the needles.
Rate your date. I don't have a date to rate, but I never got to show this.
Did you? Oh, you got it this time.
This is the striped colorful striped cowl.
Colorful striped cowl.
By Pearl Soho. It's not a cowl. I did finish it as a cowl, but my husband said he liked it. Sorry, I'm just pulling off my shedding hair. My husband said he liked it, and since he doesn't really tend to like anything I knit or show that he likes anything I knit, he wanted it a scarf, so I did. I just unseamed the pieces together. And, yeah. So, this is what it was. It's cotton yarn with
just a plain
DMC
white
floss,
kitchen
cotton. It happens to be peaches and cream, I think, and I have a ton left. It's a heavy scarf. I've been wearing it because he hasn't, and it is very bulky. I will say that. It's something that it would probably be a nice spring one if that was all you were wearing with maybe a sweater. Like I tend to, in the Northeast, you tend to have winter coats with hats or hoods. You really can't wear it with a hood because you feel like you have a neck brace on. So he tends to wear his scarves like this, typical male fashion of this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a nice scarf like that.
And this color is done with DMC
floss,
the heavier weight floss.
And the pattern, it's a free pattern, pearlsoho.com. If you go to my project pages, you'll see it there as well. I followed the color schemes that the pattern required. You can do whatever you want, except for the one thing I didn't do is it said knit 4.5 rows. I didn't do halves. So if it said 4.5, I knit either 5 or I knit 4,
right,
depending on how much DMC floss I had for that skein at a time. So this is my scarf. It's really kind of nice.
I like how big it is.
It's big, but it's not. It's too bulky. Like if I was to do this
cotton
again,
yarn is dense. It doesn't have the air space that a similar weight wool would have.
And this was on size 10s, I think. If I was to do this again, I would make it narrower so that you could wrap it around a little bit more. But he likes it when he remembers to wear it. Right now he's into his polo fleece like this that we have.
Oh, yeah.
So I just wanted to show you since I wasn't able to show you guys before.
I do not have any dates to rate this week.
Oh, my hair is everywhere. Sorry, I don't hate my hair.
So
I hate the fact that it sheds. Future dates. I've been donated a lot of wool lately, which I am very grateful for. And I think after this sock, I'm going to cast on slippers because my feet were freezing this morning. As much as I have store-bought slippers, really, I think I'm going to just make a bunch of slippers so that I have them everywhere.
Well, that's a good idea.
And so I have some wool that's already been double-stranded from a project that I'm not going to use. So I'm going to make some slippers.
Cool.
Yeah.
The basic Barbagalescus.
Yeah. Sorry, there was a fruit fly.
Yeah,
the basic. I think I'll make. I told her, I didn't tell a coworker I'd do it, but she's always cold, and she made a comment saying, "I bet your handmade slippers are really nice," and they are. So I think I might just make a basic medium for her and just surprise her.
Cool.
Because I work with her 2 days out of my 3 that I work.
So I have a couple of future dates. One of them. Let me just pull it up on my thing. Should have been doing this while you were talking.
You should have.
I was not prepared. One of them is the Star Leaves shawl.
Oh, that's right.
I'm making a wedding shawl for my friend Lois's daughter, Hillary. And this is the shawl that I'm making. And I ordered special yarn for it, and I heard that it was coming soon. So hopefully, as soon as that comes, I'm going to cast that on because the wedding is in the end of May, and I want to make sure I have it done in plenty of time. And this is going to involve beading too, so I need to find some beads. There's a bead store. Fortunately, there's a bead store in my tiny little town. There is a big bead store, so I'm going to go there and pick out the beads. The shop owner was really great. When I did my shipwreck shawl, yeah, she ordered the beads for me. She has, but I think this shawl, she'll probably have what I want in stock. I have to order.
You just want glass crystal beads,
yeah,
right?
Just clear crystal beads. So that's one future date. The second future date is the Duotone Cowl by Orange Flower Yarn. Oh, that star shawl is by Jenny Jonan Johnson. And these will all be in the show notes. This is the Duotone Cowl. My friend Lisa and I were at a fiber festival event 2 weekends ago in Wayland. We went to the Russell's Farm Center.
Oh, okay.
Lisa and I went there, and They have all these artisanal foods, and it's a farmer's market. So they had vegetables, artisanal foods, and then they have this one particular is the fiber event. So they have a bunch of fiber vendors there, yarn and fiber. And Lisa told me, we saw fiber that we really liked for this particular cowl. And I just like the way the colors change. And we had seen some yarn there that I really wanted to buy for it because the colors were so pretty. But I did not buy that yarn. And instead, I am going to do it in this very bright orange and this purple. So it'll be kind of Halloween-y. And I'm doing something that I don't usually do. This is Epiphany yarn. 60% royal alpaca, 20% cashmere, 20% silk. And I bought this at the last time we went to the yarn crawl, I bought this.
Oh, wow.
Which was
2 years ago.
At least 2 years ago. And this is Mad Color Fiber Arts, formerly known as Serenity. So you know how old this is.
Oh, yeah.
Mad Color Fiber Arts.
That's at least 3 years old, too.
Yeah, this is from the Fiber Festival before I bought this. This was from the first one that you and I went to together. This is 75% superwash, 15% cashmere, 10% silk in the Campfire colorway, which is my favorite colorway that Mad Color Fiber Arts does. So I'm using 2 different fibers. They're both a sport weight, so the weight is the same. They have slightly different textures. This is going to have more of a halo on it. I think it'll be really interesting to see how they work together.
It's funny because we each have our own little idiosyncrasies. She has to have mirror images on certain things.
Yeah, it has to be
I
symmetrical.
could not, no matter what, knit with them.
You know, I think that it's going to end up being fine. I think it's.
I'm sure it will. It just would.
The yarn that I saw was more of a yellow orange that I thought would look really good with purple, like sunflower yellow. But I like the way the orange and the purple look together. I think it's cool.
Certainly will stand out in the crowd.
Well, I think with the 2 contrasting colors together.
Now that's knit in the round and then joined?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the pattern. And I am using it in my new Knitting is My bag, my latest gnome bag. Love it. That reminds me, I am having a custom bag stitched by Jessalou, and I need to send that information out. Sorry, I keep forgetting. I can't even remember my own name practically right now, so. But I will get that done.
Future dates, that's your future dates.
That was my future dates. Those were my future dates. What is going on?
Whirlwind romance
situation here. No, still haven't done it. We're now into February. I still have not even once made my 15-minute a week resolution to spin.
Even after Ollie was trying to push you into it?
Yeah, even after Ollie. My cat Ollie dragged a entire bag of fiber out of the bag, took it out of the plastic, and then ran with it into the middle of my living room and started biting it right in front of me. It's like he wanted me to spin.
She still didn't spin.
I still didn't spin. I'm going to try to. Maybe tomorrow, if it snows, I'll be home and I can just spin.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see. But, yeah, still failing on that resolution.
Crushes and Heartbreaks. Right?
Yeah.
I bought a dryer.
Yay!
We have a dryer. It's not here, but we have a dryer on its way. We bought a Whirlpool. It was a really good deal at Lowe's. It was a good deal online, and it was even a better deal once we got there. It's coming up from their Connecticut warehouse, and hopefully by this time next week,
you will have a dryer.
And it will only take me 50 minutes to dry.
Instead of,
2-3 hours.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I am too. So we have a dryer. What else? Work is work. People are now getting to the point where it's screw you, it's all for themselves, which is not a good thing to do. The morale has hit rock bottom. We still don't know where we're going with that yet. Chinese New Year. I think that's about it. I have nothing else really to contribute. No.
Yeah. Let me think. I'm trying to think, but nothing's
You're just
happening.
really not prepared today, are you?
No, I'm in some kind of a weird, I guess my heartbreak is that I am just in
funky mood.
A slump. I'm in a knitting slump, and I'm in an emotional slump, and I've had a migraine headache. I had 3 weeks of insomnia, so my crush is that is definitely gone. I am not having trouble with insomnia anymore. But the heartbreak is, since Saturday, I've been rocking a migraine headache, and it's one of those ones, it's not horrible, like I haven't been sick or anything, but it like gets really bad, and I have to lay down, and then it like subsides to like right now I'm having it, but it's not so bad, but I can feel it, and like my head feels like it's in a vice.
It could come back any minute and really bad.
It could, yeah, and I'm torn between thinking it's a migraine or if I'm just having really bad sinus pressure because we're having this major storm front has been passing through since Saturday. It's like waves of it keep coming through, and maybe that's why it was really bad last night and yesterday, and then when I got up this morning, I've been taking medication and everything, but so I'm out of it. That's my heartbreak. I'm behind on everything. I can't get anything done because I'm just
kind of where I was about 6 or so months ago.
You know what it is? I need to get back into my exercise regimen. I just need to get back into that whole thing, and I haven't been because I'm just in such a funk. So I need to I have to work hard to pull myself out of this hole. Right. Like I can't. It's not gonna just end. No. I have to really actively make myself do it. But I'm intrinsically lazy, so it's been hard. But I'm trying to, and I'm really excited. One of my crushes is that a bunch of more people got the Fitbit bracelet.
Oh, good.
Polly,
I saw that.
Got it, and he friended me on there, and Bella Socks has one, and like a bunch of people. Is it Nitty Witty Shelly is on there? I think
that's her. There is.
I think I can't see. I see all these people on Instagram, so and now I'm like not sure. I may be confusing names, but I have a bunch of people that are on Instagram and on Ravelry that are also on my Fitbit, and they've been cheering me, and so hopefully that'll get me to get off my giant butt and get my butt smaller. So that's it for my crushes and heartbreaks.
Baubles and bling.
Do you have anything?
I do. It's really not knitted related in a sense of I didn't knit it, and I certainly didn't purchase it. My sister-in-law gave me a lovely scarf somewhere. I have no idea where it is right now. Cashmere scarf for Christmas. And I said, oh, I love it. And I've been wearing it amongst my other things. She comes over Saturday for Chinese New Year. Oh, scarves. My sister-in-law is a really nice person, a very generous person. She buys us a lot of stuff. I'd call her a shopaholic. But she's a shopaholic in the frugal sense of the word, that she doesn't buy anything unless it's on sale, which is good. So here's one scarf.
This is pretty. Another one. Very nice. Very bright. This looks like Mardi Gras colors.
Plus, she brought a polar fleece one for Zachary, and I think I might be missing another one somewhere. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scarves. This reminds me of a scarf I gave my dad years ago.
Yeah, it's camel.
It's camel, yeah. I don't know where she got it, but it's going to be an elastic to it. But anyways, so I basically don't need to knit another scarf for the rest of my life. And I said to her, these are really nice and I appreciate it. She goes, well, it's getting really cold. You need to wear double. I'm like, yeah, I can't wear double. I can barely turn my neck now. I said, these are what I wear. And I showed her some of the stuff I hand knit. Yeah. Because they cover this area. And she's like, oh, those are nice too, but you should double up. I'm like, yeah. My sister-in-law is one of those that dresses in turtlenecks even through spring and summer. She's really cold, I think. She's just always cold. So I appreciate it. They're very nice. I don't know what I'll do with them.
Hey, put them in the gift stash because that would make a nice gift for somebody,
I know. I'll probably keep them. They're very nice, and I'll probably keep a couple. My husband is not the type to wear these. He wears, like I said, polar fleece. We have a couple of polar fleece that we've bought over the years. Oh, yeah, there they are. And he likes those. Yeah. So that's my Baubles and bling. I don't know. It's now I have no incentive to finish my Clapotis. I will. But
so I have Baubles and bling, and I can't remember if I showed this last week, so I'm showing it again. So I apologize
I don't
to
think you did.
Oh, I didn't bring it.
What?
Dang. I finally got my thread
No, you didn't
organizer
show
that looks like a bunny rabbit, and I'm going to put a picture of it right here. And I'll put a little runner under the picture that tells you where I got it from, because I have bought from 2 vendors. I think it was from the Cottage Needle. That's what I want to say that I got it from, but I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah, it's made out of wood, and it holds, organizes my thread, and it has made it so much faster for me. I don't have to stop and cut pieces. And then for a while, I had like a handful of them just on the edge of my couch, and the cat kept getting them. And now they're all looped in the holes of the rabbit, and it can hold up to 10 colors. But I double up some of them. And so that was one Baubles and Bling. And I had the funniest thing with that. It got delayed at the post office because of the weather. And I had contacted the store. Oh, that's right. You could pull it up on there. I had contacted the vendor to see if they could check into it for me. And they found it. And then, there we go. This is what it looks like. Oops. It's a bunny. Isn't that so cute? And it had thread on it for my last project. And it is from the Cottage Needle. I was right. You can see that picture. I'll probably put the same picture back in other place, but you can see it there. We finally tracked down where it was, and it came to my house, and it was delivered, only I never got it. And I was like, why is this happening to me? So I wrote to the vendor again. The vendor was awesome. They have very good customer service. And I said, okay, apparently it was delivered. And before I call the post office, can you just tell me what it was packaged in so I can describe it? Well, I was going to just describe it to the post office to see if they remembered delivering it. Or sometimes they deliver stuff to my neighbor's house, whatever. So she told me it was in a white cardboard mailer. And I was like, white. I bet my husband put it with all the other mail and didn't realize it, because it wasn't it's only about this big. So I was like, I'm gonna bet you money. So I looked in the bill. We have a box where we put all our bills so that I can pay them each month. It was in there. It had been in there for like 4 days. So I wrote back and told them thank you. They were very nice the whole time I was contacting them. Like, you know how some people can be like, it's on you or whatever. They were not like that at all. They were very nice.
Good.
So thank you, Cottage Needle, for your excellent customer service. And I love the organizer.
Oh, good.
I can totally see myself buying multiple organizers just because they're so cute, but I won't. I like multiple needle minders. I love the needle minders.
You're a multiple person in general.
I like to switch things up.
I know.
If I'm not in a mood for the bunny.
And I'm like to call it like I'm loyal, because you guys have seen this bag how many times? This is like one of my favorite bags.
I like to switch things up. So anyway, that's one Baubles and Bling is my thread organizer. I finished the chubby bird that I was working on. And
have you decided if
this is going to go to my daughter?
It is.
No, this is going to go to my niece, and this one, and the other one, is going to go to my daughter. She wanted the elephant.
Oh, so you're not going to do a series of 3?
I don't think so. I might do a cat, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of burned out on the animals right now. I think they're really cute.
They are cute.
They came out really nice, and Lily felt that the bird would be better for my niece because she has a woodland animal theme. And that she would like the elephant for her own room. So that's what we're doing. So that is what I did. You can see I've been doing a lot of stitching. It's different. I don't know. It's a break.
It's different.
Yeah, it gives me a break. And then
kind of like when I do a fingering project, then I go to a worsted weight or a heavier. You just need a break.
Yes. And then I started a new project for my son. I am doing the character called Totoro from a children's anime film. And my son he adores Totoro. And it's going to have a little, I'll show you the pattern. I have it on let's see. It is from epickawaii, EPICKAWAII on Etsy. And this is what the finished picture will look like. Isn't that cute? This is a much smaller, I think it's 18 count Ada. So it's been challenging for me. It's much more challenging. It has a lot more colors than those. Those both had 3 colors. Actually, one of them. No, both of these had 3 colors. This has like 11 or 12 colors to it. So I'm really using my thread organizer. And it has a lot of half and quarter stitches and 3/4 stitches in it, which is a new technique that I haven't used in a long time. So that's been really good for me. And I think it's coming out really cute. My son's going to like it. And after this, I think I'm going to do a large project that will take,
time,
months. Yeah. Now that I think I like it enough so that I can embark on a bigger project. So we'll see if I still like it after I finish this guy. But this has gone really well. I enjoy it. And it's kind of nice to be doing something different for a change. I can just pull it out and I can just do a little bit, or it's easy to put away. And I love my needle minder. I showed it last time with the sheet.
Kind of like socks.
Yeah, I don't like socks.
You don't need to knit socks. You got your sock knitting machine.
That's
it's called
right.
Mom.
Called Mom. So that's it for my Baubles and Bling.
Gossip and innuendo.
So I said this last week, and it bears repeating. I am putting the dates of upcoming shows in the show notes. I'm trying to remember. Did I actually do that last week? I might not have.
I don't know.
I can't remember what I did last week. This is my problem. So if you want to look at what's coming up and where we're going to be, that'll be in there. And now I think we should draw the prizes. We've drawn actually before we recorded.
We did the random number generator, which is random.org. And for the Doomsday Knits, we drew number 7, which is Allison J. And I'm pretty sure Allison J has won before. I'm not 100% sure. So her name is Allison. She's from Canada. And she said if she got the Doomsday Knit book, she would knit the epickawaii.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, Allison, congratulations.
You will be able to knit the epickawaii.
And we'll contact...
I will give your contact information to Cooperative Press, and they will send you your PDF copy on Ravelry. Yay.
And for the January knit along, we're only drawing one person because we're doing
we're now drawing prizes every month.
And this is someone who... So this contest, just a refresher, is you have to knit from stash.
Yep.
It doesn't have to have started the month that we do it, but it needs to be finished the month. So this person who won, Artist Maybe is her name. Her name is Mary. She's also from Canada. She, the yarn was bought in 2012. The project was socks. It was started in June 2013. And she finished it in January 2014.
Way to go.
So good job, Mary. Congratulations.
You will be winning a skein of yarn, which I am going to insert a picture of here. Because I forgot to bring the prize box with me. So that'll be sorted out. Oh, and I forgot to say...
Yes.
We got an amazing prize donation, which we're going to have to give away. We're going to have to do a special contest.
Yeah, I think so for this.
Cat Loves to Knit donated a skein of Weird Different wool mice in this beautiful blue, green, yellow, sort of in a gradient colorway. And I can see under there what the name is. Aspen something. Mm-hmm. You can look it up. It's something that starts with aspen. Can you see it? Aspen something.
Aspen, there's a T.
Aspen to. But what happens is when she gets a colorway that comes out too different from the standard colorway, she'll market it as a We're Different. And so it's not exactly, like if you wanted to make a sweater out of this would not work with it.
No, because...
It's not consistent with the other
colors
that she dyes in that colorway. So... that's why there is a new label on it that says We're Different Twin.
And it's an 80-20 blend.
It's 80-20, so
20%.
perfect for socks. It won't wear out like the 100%, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
It is really pretty.
The colors remind me of Starry Night, the painting Starry Night. Beautiful.
Yeah, it
so
does.
We're going to use this for a special contest, and thank you so much, Cat Loves to Knit, for making a donation. And for those of you who are interested in sending anything to the podcast, if you have something that you want us to review, or if you have donations of yarn that you are destashing and you want to give a contest prize.
All our contact info is, I believe, above my head.
Yes, if you go to the blog,
knitoneheart2.blogspot.com.
We have a link at the head of right underneath the title. There's a link for contacts. And our contact information is there. We have a P.O. box for the show.
And we have our email address.
And the P.O. box is great, so it doesn't matter when it gets delivered. There's always somebody there to get it, and they keep it for us until we pick it up. So we don't have to worry about it being
lost
taken
in the season. Or,
left out in the rain.
Yeah.
So, and we have gotten a lot of prize donations lately, which is great because we use that to...
Yeah,
we'll be drawing every month now, so we're giving a prize away a month. And we do have some exciting stuff that we're going to have coming up, and I'll talk to you more about that afterwards.
Right.
But we're organizing some. I know this is the year of the destash. Destash, that's the one. This is the year of stash down.
Yeah.
So getting rid of stuff that you haven't been using in your stash. So, and that's great, but not everybody needs to do that.
No.
And not everybody is a stashaholic like we
like
are.
us.
So we're also going to do some really fun enabling events that will involve themed yarn and fiber and bags.
Oh, all right.
And I added some vendors, and we're going to
Stuff I apparently don't even know about.
I just made it up this week. Sadly, because I'm so disorganized, I haven't been very good at organizing it. But it's going to happen. I've talked to, at this point, 3 vendors to do some fun, kind of like our favorite things that we want to share with you and give you an opportunity.
Or most memorable things or stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of, I'm calling it the favorite things enabling.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm going to come up with a better title of that. But we're going to do that this year, so stay tuned for that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be different. We haven't done anything like it before, and it's just a part of us wanting to share back with you who have watched us with some of our favorite stuff and our favorite vendors and our favorite memories, that kind of stuff. It'll be fun. So with that very vague...
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Hopefully, I will get organized enough to work this all out by the next time we record.
Hopefully.
So,
and on that note,
I think
that's it. It's a short episode compared to what we've had in the past. Which is
I've
fine.
got, this is all I'm working on.
That's fine. Not a big deal. So, everybody, thanks for watching us. Again, if you're a new viewer, thanks for checking us out. I hope you lasted this long, and I hope you come back.
Yeah.
If you're a continuing viewer, thanks for coming back each week. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
And have a nice week. Knit with Heart.
Bye.